It's Mary Johnson again from the North Castle Library, and I think you can see I'm at the reference desk now, and I'm continuing my shelf talkers. And this time I'm going to be telling you, hmm, well, it's a rather gray, cloudy day. Nice day to snuggle in the dark and watch a scary movie. And I'm not honestly great with horror stuff, but there are some thrillers that I've really enjoyed, so I'm going to share some of those as well as some that are classics that you may remember from your youth and now want to share with others. So let's wander over to the shelves and I'll show you some of these classic movies. I'm actually starting off with a new movie. This is Shirley, which was a winner at the Sundance Festival, and it's based on the life of Shirley Jackson. And many of you, I'm sure, know her as the author of The Haunting of Hill House and The Lottery. So this story is based on her life, as I think I said, and it tells what happens when some neighbors move in. The next movie I'm going to show you, you may or may not be aware of this one, but it was extremely well reviewed. It's considered one of the best vampire movies ever made. And I think it's Swedish, Scandinavian at any rate. And it's, if you like vampires, this is one that you really need to see. The next actually isn't the classic Spielberg, but a remake, and I'm not quite sure how it is, but it might be worth taking a look at the new Poltergeist if you enjoyed the old one, and you could do a compare and contrast and see what you think. And another older movie, I remember this from when I was a good deal younger, The Watcher in the Woods. It's got a great performance from the immortal Bette Davis as a very creepy old lady in an English estate. Now, as I said, I'm not an expert in horror, but I have seen or read all of these movies and books that I'm showing you now. And that includes The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. And that was made into a really excellent movie, which we also own, starring Deborah Kerr. It's called The Innocents. And it's out at the moment, but if you should want it, just call me up and I'll be happy to place a hold for you. The next is one of my absolute favorite movies of this type. It's called Paper House. It's about an 11-year-old girl in England who becomes gravely ill after sketching a house. And when she faints, she finds herself in the world of the house. She later finds that whatever she draws in the real world appears in the world of her dreams. And she can't seem to change anything once she's set it down on paper. And there are some implications there. It's really interesting psychological thriller. And if you enjoy that kind of movie, I recommend it highly. It's got wonderful music as well and really good cinematography. Then, of course, we've got an absolute classic, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I'm not going to say more about that because I'm sure you know all about it. Next, I'd like to tell you about the Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson film Dead Again, which is about a murder mystery, possible reincarnation, and whether people can escape their fates. And this one really creeped me out. It's excellent cast, obviously. And if you like murder mysteries or psychological thrillers, you might enjoy this one a lot. And the last thing I'm going to show you here is actually a classic ghost story. It's called The Hot House by the East River by the famous writer Muriel Spark, and it's quite different from other ghost stories you might have read. The author is most famous for The Crime of Miss Jean Brodie, which you may know about. So that's my little selection for today. I'll be looking at more Halloween type stories next week near the holiday itself. And I'll of course be showing you our new fiction and nonfiction also, just the way I've always done. So thanks for watching. And again, if you have any questions at all, just make sure to call us up 914-273-3887. I'm at extension 3. Or you can email me at armref@wlsmail.org.